Jordan, good to see you. Let's clear up those headlines because despite what we may have read, the big, beautiful bill did not actually eliminate taxes on Social Security, which is why today we're going to go through provisional income. Understanding provisional income is key to understanding how your Social Security will be taxed, and a little bit of planning now can go a long way in saving you thousands later. So, Jordan, what is provisional income? Why is it important?
Yeah, the government never makes things easy. So
Nope.
they have this formula for provisional income that really dictates how much or if any of your Social Security is taxable.
So let's talk about that because I think a lot of people are surprised to learn Social Security is even taxed. What percentage could be taxed, and how does this relate to provisional income?
Yeah, we've seen the chart here that those thresholds are pretty low and they
Yeah.
haven't changed for years. But really quickly, 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxed based on your provisional income.
Wow. And like you said, those thresholds are pretty low. So let's talk about how they tally up provisional income.
Yeah, so they look at kind of where the income sources are coming from. So as we see in our chart, whether it be IRA distributions, rental income, it could be capital gains, it could be it's half of your Social Security benefit. Some people think, oh, municipal bonds are great, but those also impact how much your provisional income is taxable. And all those things go into that formula really to see if you're underneath that threshold. And for many well-affluent people, a lot of our clients, they're going to be over that threshold if we don't do good planning.
Right, I could imagine. So, as you mentioned, though, distributions from those traditional IRAs and 401ks, those are your greatest tax liability. However, distribution from Roth accounts or life insurance doesn't affect your provisional income.
Yeah, you hit on the head, Aaron, that those two things, if you have a Roth IRA, you already pay the taxes on it, you can literally have hundreds of thousands of dollars of income and it not affect your provisional income. And your Social Security could, in effect, be 100% tax free, even though you have a lot of income coming in.
Mm.
Or specially designed life insurance, that income from that does not affect provisional income. But those IRAs, those 401ks, those usually have the biggest impact in jumping up that provisional income, creating taxable Social Security events.
hmm So, again, just to clarify for everyone watching, after the passage of the Big Beautiful Bill, Social Security is still taxed, but what changed?
Yeah, not to go political, but kind of the thought process or things passed around is that make sure there's no taxes on Social Security. But what they actually did with the final law on July 4th of this year is they actually gave an extra credit, or I should say a deduction, not a credit, for any senior that's over 65 years of age of $6,000. So for a
Mm-hmm.
married couple, that's over $12,000 that they get to deduct from their taxable income, which for 90% of Americans will make Social Security tax free. The caveat, which people got to be aware of, actually, last night we had over 200 people at our lobby of our office to do a tax education, the Big Beautiful Tax Act. People got to be aware of, though, that if they have so much income, it starts phasing out for single filers at 75,000. For married filers, it starts phasing out at 150,000. They will no longer get that deduction. So we got to be careful and strategic when we do tax planning. But for a lot of Americans, they can get that $6,000 or $12,000 deduction to minimize or even reduce their Social Security being taxable.
Yeah, tax planning is so important. Also, determining when the best time to claim Social Security, something that you specialize in, Jordan. So, if somebody would like to sit down with you and talk through what's going to make up their provisional income, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, we create a detailed plan that goes over all aspects of things, especially provisional income and taxable Social Security and getting the most income at the minimum taxes. So the main number is 847-499-3454. Myself and our team look forward to talking with you and seeing how we can put you on the right track.
Great. Jordan, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.